if you are thinking of visiting beautiful Pakistan, most likely the only thing that's stopping you right now is the Pakistani visa. So let me tell you all about it. So last year I've done a couple of videos on how to obtain a tourist visa to Pakistan. You can see a link somewhere above me. One of the clips explain how to get the visa. The other one was telling me about the trouble that we encounter getting one. So in this video today, I want to tell you what the difference is between the two tourist visas that are available to applicants, and what are the differences, and what are the cons and pros of getting one. So we visited Pakistan for the very first time last year, and we went for a full tourist visa, 1 month duration that was valid for 3 months. There wasn't too many options, by the way, to choose from. You are applying through Nadra website, where you can find also all the relevant information that you might need about the visa. The process of getting the visa isn't as straightforward as one might think. Pakistani visa was one of the most difficult visa I've ever had to obtain, which is a shame, but look, it is what it is. We got through it, we got the visa, we visited Pakistan, and we're coming back this year. So it wasn't too bad. It is very doable if you really want to visit Pakistan. So there are two types of tourist visa, like I mentioned. One is a full tourist visa, and that visa is suitable for people from most countries. There is also what's called a tourist visa that is granted on arrival, and that visa is only applicable to applicants from about 60 countries. So depending on where you originated from and what is your nationality, you might be eligible for either one of those. So I have a dual citizenship, and that was the reason why I could apply for either R, because one of my nationalities is actually only suitable for a full tourist visa. It isn't suitable for a visa on arrival, and that was the visa that I got last year. So the process is quite long. The application is quite long. You do require to give them quite a lot of details. So be prepared for that when you're filling out the application. It isn't as quick as you might think. You want to have a spare afternoon. In the time when I was doing it on both occasions, I actually, there was a couple of mistakes that were popping up when I was filling out the application. So it took me quite a long time. So don't be rushing, don't be doing it last minute, because it really requires a little bit of time. So I will tell you why this year we decided to apply for a visa on arrival rather than a full tourism visa. So last year we applied for it. We experienced quite a lot of problems that you can see in our video. The problem with it is also that there is no one that you can ask for help and reach out to. The full visa experience left us anxious, because leading to our departure a couple of weeks before we actually left for Pakistan, we still didn't know whether we had a visa or not, and that was very stressful. We didn't know whether we should rearrange the flights or what should we do. So this time we decided that we don't want that stressful experience, and we are going to try a visa on arrival. So the tourist visa on arrival, like I said, only available to citizens of 60 countries. So first of all, where you have to start with is to see whether you are eligible for one of those. A lot of European countries are, but not all of them. So for example, Poland is eligible for visa on arrival, but Republic of Ireland isn't. So there is just a list that you have to run through and see whether you'll be suitable for it. The whole application for the visa on arrival is actually very, very same as for the full tourism visa. So pages and pages and pages of questions that you basically have to go through and answer. That's why both visa take quite a long time. So you know, usually in other countries that I visited, if you were applying for a visa on arrival, the information that they were requiring was very minimal, because you were basically obtaining that visa on arrival, so they wanted that information there. But in this case, actually, they do want all the information right now. So you might ask yourself then, why bother with visa on arrival? Why just not apply for the full visa, full tourism visa? Because, you know, if the process is the same, is it really worth it? I would say absolutely, because what happened at the end of the application, you still need to present exactly the same documents. What happened was we got authorization to travel straight away. So after we filled out all the question and paid our fee and uploaded the required documents, you know, that will complete the whole visa application process. Straight after I made the payment, the document, what's called the ETA, was available straight to download. So what that means, based on this document, you'll be able to enter Pakistan or board your flight, because you need to give the visa number while you are checking in for your flight. You won't be able to board without obviously valid visa. You know, straight away you have a permission to travel, and you can, you know, worry about the rest of the steps later. The only difference is that when you do get the full tourism visa, you don't have to carry all the required documents with you, whereas with the visa on arrival, your hotel bookings, photo, I think the photocopy of your passport and so on, supposed to be going with you, so you can show it at the counter in Pakistan. So, you know, the whole process was just straightforward. We were delighted to see it, because, like I said, last year was a very stressful year for us in terms of getting the visa, and everything else was paid for, and flights were paid for, everything, accommodation was organized. So we found it very stressful. So, you know, my recommendation to you would be, if you are eligible for a visa on arrival, do that one, because you are going to get it almost straight away. It says the processing time up to 48 hours, but for us it was really straight away. Don't forget, you can only apply within 3 months of your stay in Pakistan, so don't be applying outside of this time, because that will slow down the whole visa process. That was actually one of the mistakes that we've done last year. So just bear in mind, although Pakistan is trying very, very hard to make the whole visa application process more seemingly, and I do even see differences from last year on their website. They are trying really, really hard. There are still some major issues that people are experiencing, and moreover, the problem is that if you do experience the problems with your visa, there will be no one there to help you, because last year we ended up writing about 150 emails begging for people to help us to find out what is happening with our visa, and we didn't get even one reply. So just bear that in mind. So if you are eligible for a visa on arrival, do that one. If you aren't eligible for one, go for a full tourism visa. Just don't apply for it in the excess of 3 months from your departure from Pakistan. So guys, I hope that helps everyone, and have a wonderful day. We are getting ready for our trip to Pakistan, so booking our last bits and pieces, and I hope you will join the channel if you haven't done so yet, and follow our journey in Pakistan for a second time now, because we loved it so much last year. We are going back. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.